Hey everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to be filming the second episode of Be Fucking For Real, the podcast or the talk show where
I might tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie.
If you don't know me, if you're new here, my name is Edge. I appreciate you all for stopping by this channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because, baby, it's just getting better and better and better and better from here. Okay? So, being that this is the second episode, I'm not going to, bother doing the whole intro again, but I will share a couple of disclaimers and then I'll be right back. The opinions expressed here are strictly my own. It's all based on a personal experience and insight. Please do not take anything I say as a fact. Okay, so today's episode is absolutely crazy. I know, like, from personal experience that, we're all familiar with jealous friends, family, siblings, and sometimes partners. So I have a compilation of TikTok videos of people telling their stories of having and dealing with partners who are envious of them and who completely went out of their way to, like, sabotage their life. And this is a real thing. If you've never experienced it, thank whoever you pray to. If you pray at all, thank whatever and whoever you believe in, because it is the worst. You're literally at that point sleeping with the enemy. So I'm going to play a couple of these and I'm going to react to them. And yeah, let's get started. And I might drop a little tea on my own business because it's absolutely traumatizing to literally sleep with the enemy.
Back when I was in college, I was a sales associate at a clothing store, and most of the other girls who worked there were also in college at the time too. And we had this one manager who was just an awful person, just the meanest person ever, and she treated all of us like crap. She was so horribly rude and disgusting and just loved making people cry. Now, after working there for a while, I learned that she was married to a man who treated her like garbage. She wasn't happy in that marriage, but she felt stuck. And I remember her saying one day that she regretted getting married instead of going to college and becoming a vet like she wanted to. And I'm sure that's why she was so mean to everyone that worked there, because she was jealous of the fact that we were going to college and doing what she wished she had done. But she didn't do it because she chose to get married instead of pursuing her dreams and accomplishing whatever goals she had for herself. Don't chase a man. Chase your degree and get your dream job. Worry about a man later, so you don't have to live a life filled with regrets or feel like you're stuck in a relationship.
A lot of people you find in this world will be so angry with people for chasing their dreams because they didn't. They will be mean to their kids, will be mean to their spouse, they will be mean and bitter to just people, everybody that they come across, especially if you're living the life that you want to live or you're living the life that they wanted to live, because they're just being bitter and mean towards you. And especially a person that didn't chase their dreams because of a man, they're the worst. They're the worst. But at the same time, it's like, that was a personal decision you made. That doesn't give you the right to be an asshole to somebody else. Like, make better choices. And it's not too late. If you're still alive and well enough to be a bitch to coworkers and employees, you have enough energy to change your life right now. So change it.
Man, the older we get, y'all gotta let them men go. It's people without a degree today because of a man. I don't think we understand that men can actually and categorically ruin your life.
This is your life. And it is something to be quite serious about. Like, I know, like, when you're in the middle of the relationship, especially if you're young, when you're in the midst of the relationship, it seems like it's everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's your whole world. He or she is your whole life. And you just can't survive or live a life without that person. But baby, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And in some situations, you will. So you want to make sure that you're living the life you want to live. You're living a life that you're happy with. You're living a life that's fulfilling and that it's filled with all of the things that make you happy, make you smile, and just bring life into your life. Because letting a man get involved and ruin that for you, especially a man you don't even end up with. Oh, nothing's gonna break your heart like your reflection in the mirror if you let that happen. Seriously, it's quite literally your life, and it is that serious. So just keep that in mind as we watch these. And if you are younger, take notes, take it serious, because this can be you. I know it's all roses and candy now, but just keep your ears open. And if you're older, it's never too late. It's never too late.
So we're sitting down saying, oh yeah, he's so toxic. No, he can ruin your life. It's so many people today who aren't where they want to be, haven't reached the goals that they wanted to reach, and, you know, basically were deterred in life because of a man. So when people are on this app telling y'all, hey y'all, choose wisely, hey y'all, don't be desperate, hey y'all, don't settle, it's more than just having a good man or being in a good relationship or being in a healthy relationship. This is your life. Like, get in the field about it. Get serious about it. Protect your future. Protect your goals and ambitions. When you have a toxic man around you, it can literally be the end of you.
And literally, this is a fact. Quick story time. I met my son's father back in 2020 during the pandemic, and him and I were just friends, or we were just like, you know, those link up, pull up type of situation. We never dated seriously. It was just a fling type of thing, right? I ended up cutting it off. I got into a relationship, and he knew that I was in a relationship because, of course, we followed each other on social media. He would slide in my DMs here and there, etc. And December of 2021, he knew that he knew that I was in a relationship, and I had him in my close friends, and I used to post on there all the time, like with me and my partner, like small little cute stuff. Me and my partner ended up breaking up, literally around the end of going into the new year. So going into 2022, I had, you know, deactivated my Instagram. I was just going on a hiatus. I was not looking for nobody, checking for nobody. I was in therapy. It was a lot happening during that time. This man sent me a Cash App to basically reach out. On the Cash App, it was like, hey, how are you? So
I always wonder, like, when people like, I Cash App to talk to me, did he send you money or was he receiving money? Because that makes a difference. That makes a difference. Like, I had an ex that Cash Apped me money to talk. I didn't talk to them. I took the money, but I didn't talk to them. But I also had somebody like request money, like $1, request $1, request $1, request $1. And I was like, I don't have nothing to say to you. Ew.
just broke up out of a relationship. I'm like, oh my God, like, this is so cute. Like, blah, blah, blah. I ended up dating this man. We went on our first date. It was very intentional. We spoke about the things that we wanted, etc. And I'm like, oh my God, he must be in alignment with me. Like, God must have just did this for me. Do y'all know I have a whole baby with this man now? And he literally almost ruined my life. When I tell you I've had the worst experience with this man, I never saw it coming. It was like, it came so quickly. Like, his narcissism came out so, it was just like, bow. I would never forget. I'll never forget, I was pregnant and it was my birthday. And that man didn't get me no flowers. Mind you, it was my 30th birthday. That man didn't give me no flowers. He didn't give me a cake, nothing. And I was in active labor, but I was laboring at home. Mind you, I cried that entire day because I just couldn't believe, like, and he was home all day with me. playing his game. That man didn't get me no flowers, like I said, no cake. He didn't do nothing. All I got was a happy birthday. I promise you that was it. And ordered me food. I had my son 3 days later after my birthday. Labor went great. It was a beautiful experience. Even then, during my laboring is when I literally was like, oh my God, like this is terrible. Like he was not affectionate. It was just fucking horrible. Even my mom saw it too. And I'm just like, oh my God, I like literally just had this man baby. Like this can't be happening to me right now. Our son wasn't even 6 weeks old. That man left me in the house with no food and went on a 5-day trip to Arizona with his friends and left me in the house with that baby. My postpartum hit hard. Okay. I literally was thinking about unaliving that man. I remember when I called him and was screaming on the phone and crying, this man said, would you like for me to call medical assistance, or would you like for me to get medical assistance for you? That man ain't say, I'm gonna jump on a flight, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna help you, nothing. That man said, do you want me to get you medical attention? After all of that, I had really, really bad postpartum depression. And I still, to this day, I was 7 months old. I ain't getting no apology or nothing. He acts as if nothing happened.
That's crazy. Would you like me to get you some medical assistance? Excuse me. Like, well, first of all, it's not crazy. That's what you should do, because he was in Arizona and there's nothing he could have done for her, especially if she's really going to kill herself from Arizona where he was at. However, the lack of compassion, and I just had your baby, but I will say, to expect anything other than a person to be who they is crazy. Like, he's already shown you who he is. Time and time again, you get pregnant. Why are you expecting anything different? That's who he is. That's who he is at this point.
He acts like nothing happened. I would never forget. It's so many moments that I would never forget. And I still to this day, I can't believe it. He literally told me one time, this year has been hell for me. And I was literally, the baby was, like I said, the baby wasn't even a month old. He was like, this year has been hell for me. And I'm literally saying to myself, like, I literally risked my life to have our baby, and this is how I'm being treated. It was unbelievable. And then I remember one time we were talking about my birthday situation. And I was like, you did so many, such a nice thing for me the year before, and you didn't do anything for my birthday. He was like, you wonder why? It's just so much shit, and it's so traumatic to even sometimes think about the things that I went through with postpartum depression, and the fact that my partner did not give a fuck about me is insane. Like, I can laugh about it now, and I wouldn't even, it's not a joke, but it's more so, I'm in such a better space since I left that man. And I'm so grateful, because, oh my God, that was literally a get out situation. And like I said, still to this day, that man has yet to apologize to me. And you know what? I don't even want an apology.
And he won't. He won't. 9 times out of 10, he doesn't even think what he did was that bad. That's the thing. It is so traumatic. Like, when you're a normal functioning person, dealing with a narcissist is like, it's like I said, it's in a category of its own. So a lot of the actions and the behaviors of that person will have you just like, are you for like you really feel like you did nothing wrong. You really don't see what the problem is with what you just did. And they'll look you right in your face and be like, no, I don't see, like, you're the problem. You're the problem. This is normal.
If any woman is in a situation and they listen, like that man, like, I really genuinely believe to study narcissism, so that, and they're not hard to pick out. They're not hard to choose from. I'm telling you, there's a lot of men out here that has a lot of trauma. And as a Black woman, there's a lot of Black men who have a lot of trauma. But when I tell you, I wouldn't have been able to make this TikTok right now without crying, because I cried for months, for weeks. just didn't understand. But now I understand that he is a narcissist, and he was raised by narcissists. And yeah, that man, yeah, he thinks I ruined his life, and I'm gonna let him eat up that story for the rest of his life, because yeah, immediately no.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Like, honestly, I know the word narcissist and narcissism gets thrown around a lot, but it is a very deep psychological thing. Like, it's like how a person is this disease or another. Narcissism is a whole thing. And there are a lot of people in this world. We all have narcissistic traits, but to be a narcissist is a whole nother category of person. And to deal with that type of person is a whole nother way of going about life itself when you're dealing with somebody or interacting with somebody who is a diagnosed narcissist. Even if they're not diagnosed, when you're dealing with somebody who is a narcissist, it's like dealing with somebody who they are a certain thing, like somebody who is autistic or somebody who is a sociopath. When they are a narcissist, not just having narcissistic traits or characteristics, they are a narcissist. It's a whole different type of ball game. Let me tell you. But I'm glad she healed from that. I'm glad she got past that, because baby,
I always say men can be your biggest downfall if you are not careful enough. I have seen it way too many times with myself, with family members, with friends, my mom. Like, y'all need to be serious about this. This is not like men can literally be your biggest downfall. You wonder why you was doing so good before him, this, and this. You cared about yourself. You took care of yourself. Then he come around, get in the picture, and like it's a complete 360. That is why men, it's the energy, y'all. Y'all have to be careful, be very selective, be picky, be serious about the people you allow in your life. Men, friends, everything, but men especially.
I know that a lot of these videos are focused on men because it's from the perspective of women, but it's people in general. Be selective, be picky, and don't let nobody make you feel bad about it. This is your life. This is your life, okay? That's the biggest takeaway from all of these videos. This is your life, and it is up to you to take it serious enough to be selective enough about who you have in it and the decisions you make for your life. Because you can say so-and-so did this, and that to you all you want to. You can blame your decisions and all these things on that person. Oh, he did this, and oh, she did that, and oh, he took my car, and I lost my job, and he did that, and she did. You could do all that, but at some point you're to blame. At some point you gave them another chance. At some point you did it to yourself. So like she said, be selective, be picky, be serious. Be serious, man. For real.
Simply because of who they choose to associate themselves with, especially when it comes to romantic relationships, because our culture in the West has put romantic relationships on a pedestal, and many of us have too. We act like we would die if we're not in a romantic relationship. Your purpose and God-given calling is not worth sacrificing for a man, especially a man that cannot even lead you, provide for you, or even at the base level support your dreams. If he's not for you, he's against you.
Like I said before, you can only blame the other person for so many times. When they lie to you, when the mask falls off and you realize they're really a terrible person. That's not the person that courted you. That's not the person you were dating initially. They just completely did a 180 and became a completely different person. That's on them. They were liars. You got tricked. Once the poor behavior starts to be consistent, it's no longer a trick. Nobody's fooling you. You're fooling yourself, thinking that if you stay around, this person will change. If you just try to love them through it, they'll change. It doesn't work like that. Once you tell somebody, hey, you could be a fool and be terrible and I'm going to be around, they're going to be a fool and be terrible and expect you to be around. And a lot of people end up still there because that person guilt trips you, but that's another situation. The point of this video is it's your fucking life. It's your life and you are in control, and don't let no man or woman derail your plans for your life. That's it. That's all. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you've ever been in a situation where the decision to be with someone actually ruined your life, how did that go? Like, we want to know. People read the comment sections. I'm one of those people. I love reading the comment sections. I love interacting with people. Because this is real out here. This is real life. So if you like this video and you would like to see more videos like it, let me know. Click the link below to submit your own stories. I also started a Reddit thread, and make sure you add us on Facebook. I am your host, Edge. I will see you guys in episode 3. And yeah, we're just getting started. So good night. Mwah.